At the forefront of technology-driven healthcare solutions are two exciting growth companies. Andre with Cara Care and Isam with Baze. You're both helping people get in front of issues like chronic digestive disease and nutrient deficiencies, which are both much bigger problems than many people realize. Andre, I want to start with you. With Cara Care, how are you helping people with gut health issues?
Those who are suffering have a severely decreased quality of life. And most patients are running from doctor to doctor, and it's really hard to get a proper diagnosis. And only 3% of all patients with chronic gut issues, we're talking about irritable bowel syndrome, reflux, or even an inflammatory bowel disease, only 3% get the care they deserve. Solutions are not accessible, expensive, or uncomfortable. So what's really needed is a holistic care, and doctors are not trained and also not paid to provide holistic interventions. And we are talking here about nutritional health and also mental health behavior change.
There's no doubt that gut health impacts mental health directly, and there's more and more research out about that. And Isam, nutrient deficiencies. 93% of people are at risk of having one or more nutrient deficiencies. This is a staggering statistic. How is Baze fixing this?
We are assessing the nutrient status there where it really matters, basically looking into your blood and measuring nutrient levels there through our own proprietary analytical technology, together with a blood sampling kit, which we ship to our user, and which makes it utterly straightforward to really do this kind of test. And then there we can measure those blood values. The second step is basically an algorithmic approach where we take these information we got from the status assessment and together with a lot of scientific information, crunch all these data we are having in order to put you on a replenishing trajectory together with what we call the daily deficit, which you are currently exposed in order to optimize your status after a certain amount of time, typically 3 months. And then the last step is that we really translate those daily deficits into tangible products, which we again ship right to your door in order to let you adhere to our recommendations as easy as possible.
And Andre, that's very true with Cara Care as well. The dietary regime is critically important to get in front of the issues of chronic digestive disease, but then also maintain that healthy status.
If you ask, for example, a patient with irritable bowel syndrome what's triggering their symptoms, most of them would say it's definitely food triggers. What we have seen is people were able to analyze with the tracking component of our app, looking at trigger factors and patterns between symptoms, trigger factors to see is it more stress related or is it more food related. So what we have done is we have taken the 4 core pillars of guideline recommended solutions, and we tried how could we put this in a mobile app. So we have partnered with doctors, nutritionists, UX researchers to make this really fun and approachable. And so we have, for example, a dietary model where people can find out which food triggers their symptoms. So it's a diet called low FODMAP. So basically cutting out everything that could make bloating or diarrhea or constipation, and then step by step reintroducing these kind of food groups to really see what works for each individual. When it comes to mental health interventions, so some people really like, for example, gut-directed hypnotherapy. So it's basically strengthening the connection between your brain and your gut. And yeah, based on an assessment in the beginning, we can really tailor the program to each individual. So no program is the same for everyone. It's completely tailored.
One of the challenges that you both face is the medical professionals are obviously all well-intentioned, don't actually have the training to make people aware of some of the things like the challenges with chronic digestive disease and nutrient deficiencies. So do you see the medical profession evolving, and what kind of influence are you having on that?
It's not only the training which they are missing. I believe that there is a tremendous lack of data in this whole field, right? Which really allows to make this kind of personalization as we are aiming for. This is the reason why nutritional sciences are probably until today one of the most incomplete sciences, and why we rely so much on anecdotal evidence. Medical doctors require here to have the right digital tools to come to the right, call it then, diagnosis, and also giving their patients the right recommendations.